Okay, thank you. All right, Jack, is HiveTips free use? And what was the reasoning behind that?
Well, the reality is the Hive ecosystem. You know, we pride ourselves. We have an economy. We have fast and quotation marks free transactions. That is the beauty of what Hive has to offer, and the only way to capitalize on that in a project such as this one is to ensure that we not only add value to the platforms that we are, adding HiveTips to, but that we add value to the user experience from all angles and introduce Hive to the people out there that haven't heard about it, that haven't seen it, that have never experienced it, even to those people that have never had any contact with cryptocurrency before. When they see that Hive is offering something that's, I won't say unheard of, but that's not the usual way of doing business, that something can be so fast. I mean, under 3 seconds is literally real time, if we're going to look at it realistically. Although theoretically, real time by definition would mean instantaneously. But we've all been shopping. We've all used our debit cards, credit cards. Tell me, has there ever been a transaction which has gone through in less than 3 seconds? Rarely ever, if ever. So Hive transactions being under 3 seconds, we can realistically say that in reality that is real time. Plus the fact that there are no transaction fees. I'm not going to talk about other blockchains. I want to talk about any other financial transactions out in the world. Whenever you swipe a card, somebody pays a fee. Whenever you do a transaction over internet banking, somebody somewhere is paying a fee. And of course, many a time when you're utilizing other cryptocurrencies out in the market, their whole economy is based on charging a fee per transaction. Hive doesn't do that, and that's something that's that people are not used to. So for the purpose of HiveTips being a win-win-win, as I like to say, for it to be a win situation for Hive, the blockchain, and for Hive, the actual crypto coin, the cryptocurrency, it has to be fast and free. Otherwise, we're not doing the best that we can for Hive. And if we can do the best that we can for Hive, which means that we promote everything that Hive has to offer everybody in this world by sticking to our guns and saying this is fast and free, we are actually promoting Hive, and people will be so impressed with it, with Hive itself, that when they see these other offers on the market, regardless of how well known they may be, they'll be like, why would I want to use those options when I've got Hive where everything's fast and free? Why would I want to go pay with something that's slow and that charges me an arm and a leg and that complicates things, and so on and so on? So think about it. Let's think of it from the angle of a newbie. A newbie hops on, they see somebody sending them a tip on Twitter or on YouTube, and it's like, oh, what's this all about? And they look into it, and they're like, oh, my username is at a username. It's not 6 billion letters and numbers and who knows what else. And the process of registering is so simple. It's just like registering on an account on any other website, quotation marks, pretty much. So the registration process is simple. With that, you automatically get access to a wallet. You automatically get all the details that you need. And HiveTips is designed in a way that it's user-friendly. and the console, the user console, or the user dashboard, I'll just word it like that, is made in a way that's very crystal clear, easy to understand, easy to utilize. So the person who's never had contact with crypto all of a sudden has a very user-friendly way of registering an account on Hive and getting into the crypto scene. Secondly, it's all free transactions. Thirdly, HiveTips itself is very user-friendly on all the platforms that it is, because Daniel put in a lot of work at Light Project, has put in a lot of work to make sure that it's user-based, as he stated, and he's always gone the extra mile to, to take into account what the goal is, and the goal is to make it as user-friendly as possible for the individual that's coming to know Hive or coming to know HiveTips for the first time in their life. So, and now compare just those three things to any other blockchain out there. Sure, some blockchains may have one or two, but they lose out on the third one. We've got it all. So that's the best way to do the right thing by everybody on Hive, is to stick to our guns and make sure that we're not only promoting a service that's out there on the Hive blockchain, but we're also promoting the whole ecosystem. And what's the best advertising and marketing in this world? One-on-one advertising, one-on-one marketing, where the interaction is between two individuals at a personal level, at a level of discussion which is very calm, which is very casual, just like this one today. And that's the best marketing in the world. Now, it might not be the fastest marketing in this world, but guess what? It's the most effective marketing in the world. And again, the question is put forwards. Why would somebody want to use something that's slow, expensive / costly, not effective, and doesn't have everything that Hive has to offer after they've first been introduced to crypto via Hive? It's a win-win-win situation for everybody. So, we had the option to say, well, we'll charge a micro fee per transaction. No, that kills the whole idea of Hive. That kills the whole project. That kills the whole, it just destroys everything that Hive stands for. And it ruins the user experience at the end of the day, because we're all sick and tired of getting ripped off, of people skimming off the top of our transactions and taking a piece of, part of our money for something, and especially in tipping or gratuities as a whole, whether it be funding sites or tipping sites, that makes no difference. It's not a nice feeling. It's not a good feeling when you know that you're giving something from the bottom of your heart to somebody to show support, and there's the middleman taking his or her little percentage off the top of your goodwill. So again, it's not altruism, it's being realistic, and it's looking at the best interests of everybody. So the end user, the receiving party, the person sending the tip, as well as every single person that owns Hive or is involved with Hive in any which way, looking at their best interests, our best interests, because we're all part of Hive as well. And if we leave any one of those parties out, or we take something, or we do something for our personal benefit at the cost of any one of those parties, we have destroyed the Hive ecosystem and made the whole idea of HiveTips counterproductive.